What's going on, guys? My name's Liam and welcome back to Quest for Items. But you might not realise it's Quest for Items because we're not starting at our base for once. It's kind of rare that we don't start at our base. But last episode I kind of mentioned that we could be possibly doing a Q&A caving session, and that's pretty much what we're doing right now. I actually asked for questions on Twitter. I believe our base is out that way, in case you're wondering. We actually travelled a long way. Yeah, I kind of got ahead of myself and went out like 6,000 blocks. I don't know why I went out 6,000 blocks. I just was looking for a cave, and I just like, oh yeah, this seems like a good place to go for a cave. Check my coords, and ooh, I'm 6,000 blocks out. But that may be a good thing. If we find a dungeon or something, we have a potential of getting new items. That's okay. And of course, we need new items because this is the series where we try and get every item in Minecraft. So yeah, we need new chunks anyway. So that's not such a bad thing. So yeah, anyway, I asked on Twitter, and if you're not following me on Twitter, you might want to follow me there. That's where I generally do these things. I asked on Twitter if you guys had any questions for my Q&A caving session, and you guys do. So I think this entire episode won't be a Q&A, but a lot of it will be. But yeah, definitely not all of it. I'm not going to use all the questions I got. Some of them didn't really make sense, to be honest. But I got some awesome questions from you guys, and I'm also going to use a fortune pick here as well, guys. But yes, I got a bunch of awesome questions from you guys, so I will be answering most of them. And I might change some of the questions, not like completely, but just so they make a tiny bit more sense. So after I take out the Enderman, I think we can start with the Q&A. Where'd he go? He just disappeared? I think he just disappeared. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so yeah, let's start off with the Q&A. If I change windows now and then, it's just because I'm looking at Twitter. I wasn't smart enough to write down the questions, so I might have to check Twitter now and then. Oh, that was loud. Okay. Is this a good cave even? Doesn't look like, actually. Oh well. So yeah. So let's kick it off with a question by Random Tyrion. Awesome name, by the way. I think it's a Game of Thrones. Maybe it is. I don't know. Leave in the comments if Random Tyrion is a Game of Thrones name. That'd be cool to know. But anyway, he has asked... That's just rude right there. He has asked, if you could create a brand new Minecraft item not already in existence, what would you create? So that is an awesome question right there. And it's an interesting one. And I can kind of branch out on this question as well, so that's nice. So for those who don't know, there's a site called Reddit. And I promise I will answer your question, Tyrion. Random Tyrion. I'm just going to digress here for a second. So yeah, there's a site called Reddit, and Reddit's composed of a bunch of subreddits where people post content, and you can subscribe to certain subreddits. And one of the subreddits I'm subscribed to is called Minecraft Ideas, and there's always a lot of awesome ideas on there. You know, there's a lot of very smart people on there that know what will be cool in Minecraft, and I often see a lot of cool ideas pop up and things. So you get well, I won't mention it because that's the thing I kind of want to see. Actually, is it? Okay, I'll kind of do this two-parter. So, one of these suggestions that I saw a while back now, I think it was a couple of days ago, was actually a second bed, like a blue bed. So beds at the moment in Minecraft, obviously, they reset your spawn while resetting nighttime, so they turn night to day just by sleeping in it. But yeah, they also reset your spawn, so it's kind of a pain if you want to, go adventuring like I am now. Okay, good, it looked quite big. It's kind of a pain if you want to, just get rid of nighttime while you're adventuring and you don't want to set your spawn. But yeah. So the idea was a second bed which could reset the night but didn't reset your spawn. I think that's a really cool idea. And essentially that got evolved in the comments, and it became a sort of like a knapsack or a rucksack. Not a rucksack, sorry. A sleeping bag. I don't know what I was saying there. But yeah, the idea of a sleeping bag came up. Like, you could make it out of hay and wood and things, and I think that is an awesome idea. You reset the night, but you don't reset your spawn. So if I could add one item into Minecraft, kind of stole this idea from Reddit, but that would be it, Random Tyrion, for sure. Now, there's I'm going to mention a tiny bit more on this one, and what I'm going to mention is that there is something I want to see more added to Minecraft more than a single item, and that is actually, fish life and marine biology life and things. And that's not because I'm like a marine biologist student or anything like that. By no means, I've never studied a day of it in my life. a day of it in my life. Does that make sense? I guess. But yeah, marine biology, like fish and octopuses and sharks, added to the oceans. Because at the moment, oceans are just so bland, and it really bugs me actually that, you know, nothing has ever seemed to be done with the oceans, and it really does get on my nerves actually. You know, I'd love to see some stuff implemented in the oceans. Like there's an even potential for a new boss, like a kraken or something. Like you're just sailing, and all of a sudden you get a health bar of a kraken, and before you know it, you're in a huge boss battle, and it could be really awesome. And I think Mojang just haven't really exploited the oceans quite enough. You're a witch. Is that? Did you just splash with invisibility? Oh, slowness. I thought you splashed with invisibility there. Let me do this here. So yeah. So my item would be a sleeping bag, which doesn't reset your spawn, but only resets the night. And then my kind of like overall addition to Minecraft, if I could add literally everything and anything, it would be marine life and that sort of thing. Even seaweed would be kind of cool. I know there's a mod which kind of adds seaweed, but yeah, so that could be kind of cool to hopefully in the future. I know Dinnerbone just tweeted out that he was implementing something that's been quite long requested, so possibly we could be seeing some marine life in the future, which would be absolutely awesome. I'd love that. So thank you, Random Tyrian, for your question, and we'll check out the next one right now. That's the end. So what's the next question? The Epic Man asks, what's the first thing I can remember? And so I have an awful memory, like really, really bad memory. And probably my first memory is like when I was 8. I know that sounds awful. It's not because I didn't have an active childhood or anything like that. I had a very good childhood. I'm having a very good childhood, I guess. I'm only 17, turn 18 in a couple of days, actually. Actually, this video might even come out on my birthday, so yeah. So I have a very bad memory, and that means that basically I can't remember anything. Well, I'm memory-wise, I suck at just memories. You know, childhood memories and things. I'm good with education. I can remember anything my teachers tell. Well, most things my teachers tell me. You know, that stuff stays with me quite a bit. But as far as memories and childhood memories go, I am useless. So my very first memory is, I'm not sure how many of you know this, but there's a place in England called Blackpool, which is pretty much where every British person goes on holiday at least once. It's pretty rare that you'll find a Brit that hasn't been on holiday to Blackpool. It's kind of like a seaside resort thing in the northwest of England, and it's not my favourite place in the world, I must admit. I'm not a big fan of it, but that is nonetheless where my first memory is. And my first memory of Blackpool is actually playing football, so soccer for you, anyone not British, is so yeah, my first memory is actually playing soccer on the beaches of Blackpool on the seafront. And the reason I remember it so clearly is because it was literally with my whole family. There was my cousins, and I have a lot of cousins. I have maybe, trying to think, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have 12 cousins. More than that, but some I don't actually, some I've never even met, so it's kind of strange. But yeah, I have 12 cousins, which I know very well inside and out. I see them quite a lot. And on this particular holiday, it was with all my family. So my aunties were there, my uncles, my cousins, my sister, my mum, my dad, obviously, and my grandma and granddad. And the fact that my grandma and granddad were there with really what keeps the idea fresh in my mind, because something happened when we were playing soccer, and it was actually that my grandma went in goal. So my grandma played goalkeeper, and I can still picture it now in my head. It was the funniest thing, and she was really good. She was saving just about every shot. It was pretty remarkable. And I love my grandma to bits, I really do. I think she's probably my favourite person in the whole world. My grandma's just beyond awesome. And yeah, that is my first memory on the seafront of Blackpool with all my family playing a game of football, and my grandma was in goal, and it was just the funniest thing in the world. And that was my first memory of my childhood. First memory ever, probably, and I think maybe 7 or 8. So yeah, it's actually, no, it might have been a bit younger than that. I think I was maybe 6, possibly 6 or 7, I would say. And that is my first memory. So thank you very much to the Epic Man for that question. And the next one comes from Demke E. Belikov. And she asks, how long did I have my braces for? So, for those you don't know, I recently had braces, and it was, I'm not sure how many of you want to hear this, it's not really a pretty subject, but yeah, I didn't mind my braces too much. I know quite a few of you are having braces yourselves, and yeah, I got braces kind of late. I think I mentioned already that I'm 17 years of age, so it's kind of rare that someone my age gets braces. Usually, if you get braces, you're either fairly young or you're quite middle-aged, I would say. You know, maybe your 30s or your 40s, and you just want to look a bit better. But yeah, for a 17-year-old, it's kind of rare to get braces. So yeah, it was pretty unusual. But I only had my braces for 6 months, and that's because it was kind of like a new procedure. I was kind of pioneering the future of braces, I guess. And essentially what it was they put a brace on my teeth, and they were just, I believe it wasn't like a wire, it was just like paddles. And the paddles were really strong, so every time my braces would tighten, it would really hurt. Like, if you guys go back 6 months in my videos, I think I remember maybe pick some on episode 6 or 7 is the first video I recorded with my braces, and you guys can tell just how much they were hurting. My braces were killing at the start. They really were. It was awful. I couldn't eat for like a week straight. I was stuck on like muffins. I was having muffins for tea or dinner, or what do you guys call it? I can't remember. But yeah, I literally couldn't do anything when I first got my braces. And then every month, my braces would be tightened. And that was even worse. Because essentially, because they're only on for 6 months, they are insanely strong. Like, beyond strong, you couldn't imagine. I basically got the option of only have them for 6 months, but a lot of the time they will hurt quite a bit. Or you can have them for 4 years. And obviously, I decided, 6 months is a lot less than 4 years, so let's go with that. And I couldn't be happier that I chose that decision. My teeth, I'm really happy with my teeth at the moment. And yeah, so to answer your question, I had my braces on for 6 months. I think it might be even been less than that, maybe 5 months. So, Codewing. Okay, Codewing is asking our next question, and Code asks, if you could add one mod to Minecraft with just the snap of your fingers, what would you add? And did he say why? What would it be? But I'll answer why as well. I am going to try and think of a mod at the top of my head. I think I'll choose one mod that's already around, and then one mod I would quite like to implement if I was like a mod developer. So, oh, no, I get it. Okay, so you're asking what mod I would want to see, like, permanently in Minecraft. What mod I want to see part of the game without having to install an actual mod. And the answer to that, that's a pretty easy answer for me. That would be the Aether mod. And for those you don't know, the Aether mod is essentially like a heaven biome. Please don't get into a religious debate. Everyone's entitled to their views, people. So don't go crazy in the comments about heaven biomes in Minecraft and stuff. So yeah, that would be mine. I would definitely want the Aether to be added to Minecraft. And I actually know the Aether developer. He's a very cool guy called Jarrett. Very, very nice guy. And I absolutely love his mod to bits. I did a very short playthrough on the Aether 2 where Jarrett was actually on the server. We did like an SMP sort of Aether mod. And Jarrett was indeed on the server, so that was kind of cool to have the developer there. And I guess that kind of like influences my decision a tiny bit. The fact that I know the developer and I know all the hard work that's got into it. But yeah, whilst it was being created... Oh wow, this is big. Okay, I get it. Okay. No need to be like that. Jeez, you guys. I just want a hug. Yeah, the Aether mod is... a lot of work went into the Aether mod, and there was a lot of hype surrounding it. And a lot of people were angry because they didn't hit the deadline for when it was released. And literally, probably thousands of people were waiting for this mod on the release day. I remember, I was quite upset that it wasn't released yet. I wanted to get a series out on it. I wanted to play the mod because I hadn't played the first Aether. I only, started playing the Aether 2. and I fell in love with it the moment I started. You know, you make a glowstone portal, you put water in it, and all of a sudden you're in this entire new biome, entire new creatures. It's incredible. If you guys haven't tried out the Aether mod yet, please go do it. It's awesome. We are really high up actually, and I wanted to get diamonds, so that's kind of annoying. Yeah, I think this cave's actually quite done. Maybe we should call this an episode here, and I could make it like a two-parter, and then maybe like next episode we go and find another cave. That could be an idea. I think I need to go make another pickaxe as well anyway. So I'll finish off Code's question, and then we'll call that an episode. So I would want to see the Aether 2 mod added to Minecraft if I could have one mod added. And then if like a mod idea of my own which would implement something into Minecraft. I'm trying to think. Let me think a tiny bit here. I would like to have a mod which I guess something like Mo creatures would be kind of cool as well as the Aether. Although you only said, "What? Oh, Code, what you doing to me? It's so difficult." You know, I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to say I would love to see the Aether mod added to Minecraft. I think it could be really cool. And I know I'm not alone on this idea. You know, a lot of people have been asking for a new dimension. We've got the Nether, so it's only fair that we also get a kind of heaven dimension, I guess. So, yeah, that would be my choice. If I could add any mod to Minecraft with the click of my fingers, I would choose the Aether 2 mod. So, thanks for that question, Code. Really appreciate it, buddy. And, I guess that's going to be it for part 1 of the Q&A caving. We got a lot of iron, no diamonds. I think we need to go further down for diamonds. So that's going to be something we try. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. If you want to ask me questions for part 2, I won't record part 2 before this episode goes out. So if you're watching this video the day it's released, you probably still have time to run over to Twitter and ask me a few questions. And if you're not following me on Twitter, please go do so, guys. It's a pretty awesome place where I interact with you all. It's a cool place, so yeah, go check it out. Rain, whoa, what is that? That's strange. Want to kind of see what this is? Is that even possible? I've never seen this before. What on earth? Anyway, guys, that was really weird to see. I didn't make this, so. That is too cool. Was that like naturally generated in or something? That's weird. Okay, guys, thanks very much for watching. My name's lLiiam. Oh, a birch forest. I didn't even realize that. Is it? Yeah, it is a birch forest. Cool. And thanks for watching, guys. My name's lLiiam. I guess you can run over to Twitter and ask me questions for part 2. Could be kind of cool. And I'll see you all next time. So, yeah, see you later, guys.